Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. So let's talk about the pretty obvious subject, which is all of the different proposals that are currently up in regards to future development of this blockchain. I think it's really interesting just to see who's halting the development of the chain, to be quite honest. Now, the tax to gas situation is, from my perspective, and we'll go over this, is both of the developers are KYC. They should both have their certificates at this point. I know Jockey has his. Code Lovers was supposed to arrive this morning from Solid Stake or Solid Vote, whoever they're called. Now, what's really interesting is to see that all nodes are actually voting no against all of this stuff, and to see that the pay per job's in a position of 50-50, well, more 60-40, I would say at this point, as to it passing. And it's a really weird situation of flip-flopping, if that makes sense. And the way that I'm looking at things, it's all really peculiar, if you ask me. Now, we do have a load of different issues currently on chain, and I think not a lot of people are registering them. And I think a good way to place this for everybody at the moment is a lot of people are saying that our chain should pump out a load of meme coins and have more or less a token factory. And this is a bloody great idea. This is what Solana have done. This is what a lot of different chains are doing to boost the layer one chain itself. The difference is here, our blockchain's not going to get a token factory. It's not going to get the swapping features that it needs, because that's not the ball game here. The ball game here is to ensure that the L1 layer of the chain doesn't have any of this stuff, so the layer 2s can benefit, prosper, and profit from all of this. And you are seeing different meme coins listing on Terraport. And then you've got Terraport, which is Terra C Vita, who also run Terra Casino, who have a node for each one of those divisions of their company, so to speak. Now, if I was to do that myself and had a node, right, for LUNC Penguins, had a node for the Let It Burn, had a node for LUNC Dash, had a node for HCC Factory, and then had a node for HCC itself, and then one for the YouTube channel. So we have to ask ourselves who's realistically draining this blockchain at this point, who's preventing development, and who's really hindering everything moving forward. And I just don't think people understand and grasp just how bad it is. And I know, as much as people saying, I know, okay, the 90% of my viewers here are not subscribed. 80% of you are actually watching many other different channels for LUNC content. So for me, it's kind of heartbreaking, but at the same time, we push forward and we keep producing the content, whether people want to listen to us or not. If you want to go listen to some YouTuber that has absolutely no idea what he's going on about, then by all means, go and do that. Now, with the tax to gas, like I said, my only issue with this is the 3 payments. That kind of irritates me, because what that's going to be is 3 community spends. And what I actually said to the LUNC development team is that if it does fail, what you should definitely do is re-propose and either ask for 50% up front, 50% at the end, or ask for it all at the end, because we're now in a position, once again, as a blockchain, and you're all noticing this, you're picking up on it, is that the Genuine Labs work has not been merged. So once again, you're in a position where you've all agreed to pay this development team for work that's not been finalized, checked, completed, and merged. It's only got to a point of where it was kind of completed. There was still a ton more work to do. And as to this day, it's still not merged into our code base, and it's still not doing what it should be doing. So aside this and the issues with one of them not having their KYC and them kind of jumping the gun, I don't really have any issues. I'm not going to vote yes until I see the proof of Code Lovers KYC. I've seen the proof of Jockeys, but not Code Lovers yet. So once I see that, I will be throwing a vote down. They did have 2 proposals up, but one of them was a mistake because it was just a text proposal, not a community pool spend. This is the proper one, so don't worry too much about that other one. That's why I didn't vote on that one. I will be voting on this one though. So the likelihood is it will be a yes if they do get that other KYC update before this proposal ends. If they don't, I simply won't vote on it. Now, let's talk more about pay per job, because this is really interesting to see that all nodes are voting no. And honestly, at this point, the way I feel about pay per job now is it's not realistically, there's too many people, there's too many minds, there's too many arguments with this thing as a whole to try to get it into place. And for me, it makes no sense, because currently, right, all of these validators that are voting no are supporting the TFL team over at Luna with introducing jobs through Warp. So they have a pay per job system and they use Warp protocol. And for every job that's created through their pay per job system, it burns the equivalent of 1 Luna coin, right? So it just goes to show how much they're giving you all the runaround and how much of a joke this chain is to them, and the fact that they're just loving it, right? We've got this DCM, right? And this is the thing that irritates me the most at the moment. And once again, this is what everybody doesn't understand, is if Terraport combined all of their 3 nodes, their voting power would be considerably high, close to 10%. With that being said, would come a high commission. I am punished with a high commission for having 1 node, right? I don't have multiple different nodes, and Jesus' Lord's cottoned onto this, and that's why he's jumped in to do what he's done. Now, I think we're at the point as a community where we need to propose to have a DCM removes, reinforce minimum 5% commissions, obviously remove the 0% commissions in that process, and then figure out some other way, because there is another way. If you've listened to the podcasts that we've been doing, there is a way to cap the rewards. And the developer's argument was, oh, it would create a Sybil attack. Well, we're already under a Sybil attack. We've got 3 nodes with 1 validator, we've got 2 nodes with another validator, and people are just going to start following suit when things don't start to change and nothing happens and everybody gets fed up. They're just going to go, well, I'm going to do what they're doing. Because the funniest thing that I'm finding at the moment is people who have 0% commission rates. As soon as they put their commission up, they lose 70% of their voting power. And it's because of a simple fact: you're not providing anything but that rate. So as soon as you get rid of it, those people move on. It's just a whole greed-based movement system thing at this point. You've got a lot of voting power that's just floating around, not really supporting anyone. By the time you feel like, oh, I've got a little bit of support, I'll put my commission up to 2% from 0%, you lose it all, and then you just keep going around, and you're like going around in circles, not really ever doing anything. So there's all these different issues going on, right, in my opinion, and not a lot of people doing anything about it. Everybody's just sort of going no to everything. No, we don't want this. No, we don't want that. And no one's really doing their own research. And that's the truth behind this. Nobody's really doing their own research when it comes down to things, because the whole validating base voted yes to pay Genuine Labs before anything was even complete. So it just goes to show how little input all of these validators have. So at this point, it's really a very peculiar situation in our community with a lot of flip-flopping. And meanwhile, Luna's pushing on. They're bringing forward their paid per job. They're burning Luna now for every job that gets posted. And yeah, it's all a bad idea over here, according to them. But let me know what you guys think. If you're not getting involved in the giveaway here, get involved in the giveaway. 10,000 USDT, 1 million LUNC. We have got a trading indicator. You can set alerts up. You can do all kind of things. You can send the SMSs to your phone. Bullish and bearish signals. If you've got LUNC, you can delegate with us. Like I said, God's not sending me any dreams or visions or anything like that. But honestly, the options there, auto-compounding at hdcfactory.com, soon to move to LUNC-.com. If you're looking for a group to get alphas, to get early access drops to different things, consider hitting up the Patreon. Maybe the indicator's not for you, but the Patreon might be what you're looking for. Other than that, folks, stay safe, stay humble, stay aware, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one.